Today is the official holiday honoring the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
The civil rights icon was born on January 15th, 1929. The federal law creating the holiday in Dr. King's honor was passed in 1983 after years of organizing by supporters. The day was observed in the United States for the first time in 1986 and was designated as a National Day of Service by Congress in 1994.
And several events here in the Lowcountry will be honoring Dr. King today. There will be a parade in his honor in downtown Charleston a little later this morning. Rob Way is live out on the parade route this morning. Today's cold weather is not going to stop the celebrations, but boy, you might want to bundle up if you're headed out there.
That blanket.
Kyle, Aisha, all morning long I seem to be adding those layers, and it's advice from the parade organizers. Bring those jackets and those hats and those gloves just so you stay warm, but it's not going to stop all the people who are marching in today's parade. More than 200 different floats, marchers, and vehicles are expected to participate in today's event. Now, the parade is expected to start right around 10:30 and last about an hour and a half. It starts at Burke High School along Fishburne Street, then heads to Sumter Street, then to King. Its final stop is right here in Marion Square. Police have said that if you are coming, make sure you know that there's going to be some increased traffic in the area, and all those streets are going to be closed for the parade, will be set to reopen after those floats pass by. Organizers of the parade say that if you are interested in coming to the parade, arrive sometime between 9:30 and 10. That way you can avoid those street closures, find a spot to park, and then find a spot to watch the parade, and hopefully it's a sunny one to do that. Live in downtown Charleston, Rob Way.
Hey everybody, we'll let a few people get on here. I am downtown at the Martin Luther King Day Parade. Let everybody hop on for a minute. It is so cold out today. We have some people coming behind us. All right, as you can see, we have quite a few things going on downtown right now. The annual Martin Luther King Day Parade is fully underway here in downtown Charleston, up near the Citadel and Burke High School. We'll let a couple people jump on. I'll go ahead and flip it around so you guys can see what's going on. So we have the annual Martin Luther King Day Parade happening now. You can see that some of the bands and the dancers just went by as I started the video. Even though it is absolutely freezing out here on this pretty cold morning, well, I guess now afternoon almost for Charleston, there are over 100 floats participating in the Martin Luther King Day Parade this year. We have people handing out candy, as you see here. We have bands, there's schools coming through, there's churches and groups from all over the Lowcountry coming out to show their support and to celebrate Martin Luther King Day. We have another float coming up right now. Some of these have some music, they have some dancers. There are all kinds of fun things happening down here. Have some people here and they look all bundled up. It's pretty cold at this point. Alright guys, so there's something pretty interesting actually going on with this Martin Luther King Day Parade this year, and you'll see more coming up at 4, 5, and 6 today on Live 5 News. But there is actually there are some groups here. One of them, of course, is the Mother Emanuel AME Church. Now, as a lot of you know, tragedy did strike them about 4 years ago now. So they today tell me that they are participating in this parade because they want to show that they are healing. And then Martin Luther King wanted equality, he wanted unity, and he wanted love. And that's what they say they are wanting to really portray this year. Now, the interesting part about it is, if you guys saw yesterday on Live 5 News, that some of the people from the Tree of Life Synagogue up in Pittsburgh are actually here in Charleston. Now, they were the ones that also were struck by tragedy back in October when a gunman came into their synagogue and killed 11 people. Now, they have been here all weekend. There's about 10 to 15 of them that are visiting. The interesting thing about it is they say that they came to Charleston this weekend to attend a trip of healing. They say that they wanted to meet with the survivors of the Mother Emanuel shooting from several years ago. They say that they wanted to meet with them. They wanted to see how they're coping, much like the way they say they're asking people to really pay attention to this Martin Luther King Day, and they really want people to understand that Martin Luther King taught about unity and love and to get rid of hate. And they say that hate is still very much present in our world today, and that's why they're marching. Their float did actually just pass by. You will be able to see the video from that and the interviews with them this afternoon. But one of the ladies actually just commented and said, Jeanette, you said your float is 194? That is a lot. I had no idea there were actually that many. So there's actually possibly close to 200 floats here today. Now there are schools, there are clubs, groups from all over the Low Country participating, and they are out here dancing, they're singing, they're passing out candy, they are just trying to make sure that Martin Luther King is remembered today. Now, as you can see, there's some people throwing out candy. Have a couple different dance teams that are here and passing by as well. Jeanette, you said Olive Branch AME Church float, so you guys are also attending as well. We have seen quite a few churches come through here of all religions. Have a couple people that have won pageants that are here with festivals and things like that. I have another dance group coming through here now. Now this is behind Burke High School, so this is actually where the parade started around 10:30. So it's been going on for a little while now. They are looping around and finishing up near Calhoun and King. So I'm sure a lot of them are actually almost there now, if not already now. We're about, I'd say, half-ish way through the parade. Have some dance teams here. Have all kinds of businesses and companies. Boeing was here earlier. They had a pretty cool looking float going on. You can see that later as well. Have a lot of people dressed up in bright colors today. A lot of pink going on right now. Everyone trying to just stay warm. I've been personally standing in the sun all day specifically. It's cold out here today.
Oh no, we get okay.
Morning.
Have a whole lot of pink going on right now. Oh hey, look, the Live 5 News car is actually up next. 2 Live 5 News cars. Look at that. We'll let them catch up to us. I think I might see Bill Walsh in one of those. It would not surprise me. Oh, yes, I found some fellow Live 5 Newsers.
No, we good. Yeah.
Legendary Bill Walsh in that second car there. Hi, Live 5. Do I see a Bill Walsh? Bill!
Hey, what's going on?
Say hi to my Facebook
Hi,
Livers.
Facebook
How has it been
Livers.
so far?
It's beautiful. It's cold. It's chilly, but we don't have to shovel it, so that's good.
Is it going to get colder?
It's going to get cold tonight and then warm up by Wednesday. So
warm up by Wednesday. Now, see, that's what we like to hear. What have you been seeing as you've been driving through the parade?
All kinds of great people. We saw a couple of folks that worked with Tony the Peanut Man, who passed away, but he's continuing the tradition. And a lot of folks, a lot of bands. We saw the folks from Burke. So it's been a lot of fun. We're rolling along.
All right.
How are you, Brooke?
I am good. I am good.
Brooke's all bundled up. See that?
Yeah, well, you get to be in here in the heat, man.
Yeah, well,
Come
that's
on.
it. Have fun.
All right, bye, Bill.
Everybody. See ya. Bye.
All right, so there go our fellow Live 5 Newsers out here. They get to be in the heat. Some of us standing out here in the cold. All right, we've got a few more. I think I see some pretty interesting ones coming up here. And then I'll get back to shooting so that we can have this full story for you. Like I said, there are some people from the Mother Emanuel AME Church that are walking in it And oh, I'm good, thank you.
You found the start of it after
I
all,
did
didn't
find
you?
the start of it, yes.
Yeah.
Just had to keep walking.
Good luck skiing this week.
Thank you. But as I was saying, the Mother Emanuel AME Church is actually participating in this parade because they say that they want to show people that love and unity is what Martin Luther King was talking about. Now, they say that he also wanted to, in his speech, wanted to get rid of the hate. And they say that they know better than anybody that hate is still very much alive in our country. So they also had some visitors here that are marching with them, and those visitors have been here all weekend. They are from the Tree of Life Synagogue up in Pittsburgh that had a very similar shooting to the Mother Emanuel one back in October. Now those visitors have been here all weekend. They say that this is their trip of healing, and they say that they are marching in this parade to stand together and stand as one to show that they are truly pushing love and unity while this parade is happening, because they say what better day than to show how important that truly needs to be and is in our country. And that full story coming up at 4, 5, and 6 this afternoon on Live 5 News. So make sure you guys tune in for that. There were some pretty interesting interviews, and you can tell that these people are still very emotional about both of their situations. All right, we have a couple more pretty interesting floats coming up here, and then I'll jump off so I can finish up everything. Are any of you guys that are watching this now, are you guys at the parade? Comment and let me know. What kind of floats are you guys seeing? How many floats are you guys seeing? What's your favorite one so far? If you guys are watching, and actually here too. Alright, as you can see, it is kind of slow moving. There's a whole lot of people trying to get through downtown right now. Getting through this parade, there's walking, there's dancing, there's all kinds of crazy things going on today. Everyone bundled up in their heavy jackets and trying to get through this parade. They say this is actually not the coldest it's been. They say last year for the MLK Day parade, it was so much colder. So I personally am thankful that at least the sun is out. All right, let's see.
He's just taking them off for himself. Come on.
All right, we'll walk down here for a minute. Let's see. Walk down here for a minute and see what we can find. Let's see. Shermay Wilson, I believe is how you say it. It is pretty fun. I've seen a whole lot of excited people here today. Let's see. We have a lot of people down here watching. A whole lot of people on the sidelines here today. Have some pretty bright floats up this way. Alright, what do we have over here? Have some dancers. Some pretty brightly colored dancers over here on this float. I'm tired just walking around this thing, much less having to dance the whole parade. They look like they're having a pretty good time. Have a lot of spectators here on this corner. Well, I guess that's the end of that one. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and try to sign off of here. We've seen a pretty big selection of floats here at the Martin Luther King Day Parade so far, and from what I can tell, it's really only about halfway over. It's been going on for almost an hour now at this point. But tonight I will have interviews from Mother Emanuel AME Church members on why they think today is so important, really now more than ever. And you'll hear from some of those members from the Tree of Life Synagogue up in Pittsburgh that had a similar shooting just back in October, who say that they never thought today would mean as much now that they know hate better than anybody. So tune in at 4, 5, and 6. We will have those interviews for you and that full story. And more video from this pretty interesting parade. So for now, I am going to go ahead and sign off. And if you guys have any questions, then please comment in the section below. Have a good day, guys.